$280 for killing an FBI agent and fire marshal. And then you go, I looked at the police report. It's all true. And again, I don't care what color you are, whether you're black, white, brown, whatever. It's like illegal aliens. I had an illegal alien, only like 20 miles an hour. It was like 16, 17 years ago, in a Wendy's parking lot, hit my truck, crushed the side door in. And the cops go, oh, we can't get them. They don't have insurance. Just go. And my insurance charged me. And I don't care. The fact is, I'm a person, too. The illegal alien isn't allowed to just do this. But just like the illegal alien shot the young woman in the back, her dad held her, she died, and the San Francisco jury said, we're letting him go. He's an illegal alien. Then you ask yourselves, what paradigm is this? What world is this? The globalists have to, in Europe and the U.S., incentivize free housing, free welfare, no problem. Come here to bring the worst people. Not bring the good people from those countries, but bring the worst to destabilize. It's a military attack, and they admit it is. People go, what do you mean it's a military attack? A military attack means they're taking over. Not the people they're bringing in, but the big, powerful corporations manipulating it. They want to conquer you. It's the way of the world. There's always people that want to do that. And those of us that don't think like that are always blind to it. I'm not going to virtue signal here, but man, let me tell you something. I love people with brown skin. I find women with brown skin very attractive. The point is, it's all a fraud. We're all together. But you can't let Soros, a Nazi collaborator, blow up the whole country when he's done it to other nations and not recognize he's a bad person. Let's go to Denison, Kentucky, where the Senate Majority Leader just got run out of another restaurant and harassed with his wife being called a Nazi when Mitch McConnell's been the open borders guy. Another thing is, it's like they go, we're going to kill Rand Paul. He supports Trump. And then he's the most anti-Trump guy when it comes to real issues. The only guy that brings up real issues on Trump. Because I'm anti-Trump on some issues. It's the ignorance, man. It's crazy. So let's go to Dennis. Go ahead, Dennis in Kentucky. Thanks for holding.
Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Jones, and it's a pleasure to actually speak with you for the first time in my life. I usually call in when Owen is on because I know that I can actually have a fair time. But I will say this, on your dilemma with Mr. Joe Rogan, you owe Joe Rogan nothing. Joe Rogan is a fence liner. He knows where his butter is bred. He's always been that way. He used to be a person that tried to get people to do anything for money. You remember Fear Factor. That's how Joe Rogan became a household name. It wasn't for anything else. Joe Rogan was the Fear Factor guy that tried to get you to eat Rocky Mountain oysters.
Well, it'd be like donkey balls.
Exactly. So for Joe Rogan to sit here and pretend, if you looked at his body language during that transmission you gave earlier, look how he always looked over to make sure that Jamie was giving him the yes or no nod. All you got to do is just look at body language. That's all I can say about Joe.
Well, here's
Rogan.
the deal. Joe's my friend. I don't want to get in a fight with him. I just know that there's major web censorship going on, and then he continues to misrepresent what me and others are saying. And I just want Joe to realize, why isn't he on the winning team? We're going to win anyways.
He's on the wrong side of history. He knows it, but he is being forefronted as the face of YouTube. You got to realize that. Joe Rogan is the face of YouTube.
No, I totally, that's my beef. I said that in an earlier live thing I did before the show, is that he doesn't get censored. I've called up and asked for his help, not for me, but for everybody. And then just no response. So all I know is he's got Joey Diaz on there, acting like we're just saying all this stuff. I don't want to fight with him, but God, he just continues to misrepresent what we're saying.
Okay? Because he actually knows who you are, but he knows that those people have their foot on his neck about what he can say, when he can say it, and how he chooses to say it. It's okay. Mr. Jones, you have been proven throughout your track record as an upstanding citizen and a patriot for this country. If anyone else has anything to say about it, all they have to do is come and debate you, right or wrong.
No, I agree. God bless you. I appreciate your call. I have a loyalty to old friends, and I like Joe. And he's got Shapiro in there, and he's got all these other people, and it's just, like saying Soros was a victim of the Nazis. He said he loved it, man. He loved rounding people up. And to me, that's what made me mad. But notice Joe in the new video doesn't defend Soros, so maybe that's changed. I don't want to get sideways with Joe. I don't know what to say, actually. I don't know what to say at this point. God bless you. I appreciate your call. We got a bunch of other callers here, and we got George in Las Vegas. No more Hillary. Let's go to George in Las Vegas, and then Tony. George, you're on the air. Thanks for holding. Go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Jones. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you.
I just was watching here, and you announced that Hillary said she's going to be running again.
Well, she's told her constituents she is. It's in the New York Post and Drudge Report, but she clearly wants the money that she's running. So she's definitely already stealing the money for the run.
Right. It's just, I was thinking this country has gotten almost tore apart by this last election, and it's like she's going to try to do it again and just finish the job.
Well, that's the satanic arrogance. I mean, I know that for a fact she had a brain tumor removed 4 years ago. She's walking dead, but she's not going to win. She's not going to run. You watch, she'll be in the hospital or, in my opinion, dead in a couple of years. But it just shows how the demon never stops. The zombie never stops.
Right. And, I was just thinking, hopefully with all these charges and proof that we have on her and Bill and everybody else, maybe they'll take her away before anything else happens.
I know that Trump is playing 100% by the book. He's totally surrounded, but he's winning, and we're trying to turn the country around. But I just wish my average American knew how serious it was, because I don't owe allegiance to Trump. I owe allegiance to the truth, and it's very frustrating. God bless you, George. All right, we got Alexander, Craig, Tony. Got so many great callers. Tony in Texas, you're on the air. Thanks for holding. Hey, Tony. Tony's gone. Okay, let's go to Craig. Craig in Arizona, you're on the air. Thanks for holding. Go ahead.
Alex, how are you, sir?
I'm blessed, brother. I'm very humble by all you folks. I appreciate you.
I just want to take a quick moment to thank you and all the independent journalists of the world for standing up and holding the flag up at Fort McHenry and keeping our flag standing and keeping our flag going and saving the republic, sir. Thank you.
Well, God bless you. No, it truly is a fight for the country. And it doesn't mean America's perfect. America's got a lot of problems, but it's based in Christianity. It's based in pro-human ideas. Not that we ever did that, but we believe in that, and that's why the enemy hates it. Like, look at how the evil globalists hate America. What does that tell you about America?
Well, in the words of George Washington, a true patriot would rather stand on his feet than die and then surrender on his knees.
God bless you. Thank you. All right, we'll go to Alpine, Illinois, and Alexander. Alexander, go ahead.
Hey, Alex Jones. Pleasure to speak to you.
Nice to talk to you, Alexander. Go ahead.
So I'm new into this politics game, and I just wonder if that 9/11 thing gets fully exposed, I feel like that would be the trigger for the Civil War. But at the same time, I'm wondering, will the left beat us by infesting us with third world population before we get to that point?
Well, here's the deal. Justice be done, may the heavens fall. 9/11 was staged with globalists and radical Islam that has to be exposed to the deep state. The average third world population is a victim of globalism. Morally, in many cases, they are better than the average spoiled rotten American, be they black, white. It's just that they're being brainwashed as soon as they get here. So they're only used as a weapon, like a dam that breaks. If water's coming down your road to kill you, water's not bad. There's just too much of it. So African immigrants, Latin American immigrants, Eastern Europeans, they're not our problem, except they're being brainwashed against us when they're brought in. So they're only a weapon. And so our bigger problem is the GMO, the vaccines, the globalists, their propaganda. If we got our country back, we can bring in 100 million, 200 million people. I don't care if they're black, Hispanic, white, whatever. As long as they get a shot at being pro-America and invited in, they get in and are turned against the country the minute they get here. So I just want them to be shown like the different slideshow. Here's communism, here's freedom. Which one do you want? You've got a birthright.